Happy Friday, everyone! My name is Jeremy, and I'm here with this week's episode of What's Worth Playing. We hope you're ready for a heap of interesting games this spring because we have some more adventure suggestions over the next few weeks. Welcome back to the WP. Our story suggestion this week is one of the more sentimental titles that we've discussed. To the Moon is the tender story of a man who dreams of more than he's had. Jump into the life of John, an old man who makes a wish on his deathbed to see the moon. You'll jump through the stages of his life by experiencing past memories. While watching his life unfold in reverse, you'll begin to understand more about what is important to John as you collect mementos from his past and connect the dots to discover what he cares about most. Accompanied by little more than the waves hitting his cliffside home, this quiet, pixelated story is a great backwards adventure through the little pieces of a person's life that seem simple and meaningless from the outside, but are actually more important than anything else once you realize the significance behind them. The backward story of To the Moon is filled with tiny details, both in visuals and dialogue, that tie everything together in a sweet experience, in the modern-day version of a storybook. Downwell is a vertical, roguelike platformer with fast-paced gameplay. As its website says, it's a game about a young man going down an endless well with gun boots. It's as simple as that. Every attempt at this addictive indie game starts you at the top of a randomly generated well filled with monsters that have to be defeated by the use of your weaponized footwear. As you descend, you will come across caves and stores that offer you a refilling of your health or upgrades to your abilities, including Contra-style changes to your main weapon that can drastically benefit your success rate for each level. Finishing 3 levels in a row sends you to the next stage of the well, where new enemies create a brand new threat to be discovered. Collecting gems from defeated enemies in the world around you combine into a cumulative experience score that unlocks new color palettes and modes of play. This one-man game won a lot of praise at conventions during development, and if you're a fan of simple platformers with a twist, we think it'll win your praise too. Our next aesthetic suggestion is another music-based game for you artistic types. Crypt of the Necrodancer is a rhythm dungeon crawler that will certainly keep you on your toes, or maybe your fingertips. Every movement in this game is timed to the beat of the music, maintaining a system of pattern-based combat as you carve your way through hordes of monsters, all of which have to be defeated by following visual and musical cues. The music of Necrodancer is composed by Danny Baranowski, the same composer as The Binding of Isaac and Super Meat Boy. The story, creatures, and adventure itself are all intertwined with the musical universe for a great beat-based adventure. The constant requirement of movement with the soundtrack adds a new layer of complexity to the classic dungeon crawler format for a creative and exhilarating challenge. Thanks for joining us this week for some fun new gaming suggestions. We hope you found a couple of new games to try. If you'd like to be a part of a positive gaming community, consider subscribing to always be up on the latest gaming suggestions. We hope you enjoyed this week's WP. Now go play some great games.